Hey folks, alright, let's see if we make rent with our chosen symbols. We'll start with these 5. They each give us money, and we're looking for synergies to add to our wheel that will take up these empty spaces. Let's see what we can get. So early on we're looking for anything that gives us any money at all that can potentially have a synergy in the future. Obviously a lot of these can. Cultists are a little tricky to make happen because you literally have to just get a bunch of other cultists. You need like 6 of them for it to work in the late game. I think I'll get a seed. Depending on what that breaks into, it might be useful, it might not be. Goldfish, we can eventually put into a goldfish bowl if we get one, and there's a pretty good chance we'll see one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna skip this one. We don't want to fill it up, our slot machine up with stuff that isn't good. Oh, there's a pinata. So we if we get a pinata, we basically want a toddler. That'll probably get us through the 100 and 150 ones if we do get a toddler, because that'll just give us that like 30 gold boost. But all it really is a 30 gold boost, and we have to permanently give up a slot to a toddler. We've already got some flour. I guess I'll get it. Alright, so bears can be worth a whole lot later on. I think a mining pick might be the way we go. Because bears won't help us until late game anyways, and we don't even have a bear yet, and we don't have triple symbols of anything yet, so I think we'll do a mining pick. Chemical 7 gets us through lockbox, gives us a boost, and it will eventually be destroyed by a key. So yeah, we'll do that. Take another cheese or a rain. Has our seed popped? No. I wish if this turned into a flower, we would definitely take a rain, but it hasn't turned into a flower yet. So we're not really sure if we want a rain. But it does give 2 gold every round. We're probably going to get a mouse eventually because we already have a cheese. So this will just turn into 15 or 10 gold or 15 gold, something like that. I would love to make flowers work. We have a seed, it could theoretically... Ooh, oh, we got a heart though. We have to go for the heart. Yeah, anytime you see suits. Alright, well we can skip this. We don't want any of these really. Do we want an oyster? Do we want just a ton of pearls? So that means we could either get an archaeologist or a the other guy that eats ore? I can't remember. The diver. Archaeologist or diver. But we don't have anything else that works with any of those except, yeah, we have the mining pick. So if we got a bunch of ore, that might work well with the diver, because we could get more pearls. They turn into pearls, right? So let me just make sure. Yeah, they turn into pearls. But that's kind of a long shot, and we absolutely would have to get it. We're just barely skating by on rent. We don't have any synergies yet. But if we add more to the deck at this point, we're just diluting it, so we're gonna skip. Why is this seed not hatching, man? So it was next to this, so it's had a high chance to grow, and it just didn't. There's our diver. Okay, so he'll eat the goldfish. Now I kind of wish I had taken that oyster. Well, shucks. I think we will take it because he'll eat that goldfish we got, and it also lets us take commons. We've been kind of desperate to get something that lets us take commons. Let's get this because we'll probably get a toddler eventually to eat our pinata. But this is super powerful in quite a few things. So if we get suits going, it's very powerful. Although right now we only have 2 suits, and they aren't... we're so far away from this rusty gear working. We're really far away from the rusty gear working, but it's very, very, very powerful. Getting that 2 times multiplier on just about anything is so profitable. And we don't even have a toddler. I think we'll get rusty gear. Good. Ah, crabs, perfect. So we're gonna start feeding this diver a lot of our common symbols that we draw, and I'm hoping that it makes us enough money. Yeah, oyster, perfect. Okay, good, good, good. We're feeling better. 3 spins, we'll take another crab. I might feel kind of sad about eating all these crabs, but frankly, this diver is going to make us so much money. Oh, a goldfish to feed. This diver is going to make us so much money that I don't really feel bad about it. Rabbit, crow, or candy? Can we afford to take any of those? If we presume we're getting a toddler eventually, which we probably will, we can take a candy. And we have 12 empty spaces, so I think we kind of gotta. Part of me wanted to get the rabbit, but I'm not sure why. Item capsule. Ooh, these are both good. These are all 3 wonderful. We have got a lot of empty spaces, so this guy makes us a lot of money in the short term. Alright, we need about 120 gold, roughly 128. So we need 20 gold a turn. I think we're going to get that with this diver giving us. It doesn't show how many stacks he has, but I think he has like 7. So I think we're going to be able to get roughly 20 gold a turn. So I don't think we have to get the void creature just for that early boost. The question is, the bronze arrow is going to give us some value, and we might need some value. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, plus 7. I think we're going to get there in the next 6 spins if we get anything useful. So I think I want an item capsule, because this common item could be something that really synergizes and gives us a direction, and we're kind of missing a direction right now. We could get this finally. Again, I think we can afford to get a little pushy for mid-game value. And since we do have these, this jack-o'-lantern gives us good mid-game value. So we're kind of just assuming we're going to hit this rent. We're just assuming we're going to make it. And we're getting things that give us late-game value. So we ended up getting just a dollar a turn, which isn't bad. Could have been even better, though. So I think we'll get candy. We're going to assume we're getting a toddler at some point. And we're just kind of building up to it. So a snail, does the diver eat a snail? No. Turtle, crab, goldfish, oyster. I think I missed a turtle at one point. Oops. We don't want any of those. Yeah, I think we're going to make rent. Goose, magpie, dwarf. A magpie is just a pretty good critter. This gives a decent amount of gold. I don't know if it's worth getting at this point. I think we're going to skip it because we're ahead of rent, and this guy has so much potential. Toddler. Alright, this is going to push us over and allow us to be very greedy about what we pick. So we can be very cautious and only pick things that seem especially good, like a lucky capsule. Good, this toddler is going to make us money. Yeah, we're feeling good about this rent that's coming up, and we can be very greedy about what we pick. So honey just goes so well with bears. Are we that greedy that we can avoid honey? I think we're so greedy we don't have to get a bear or honey. I think we can be that greedy. So we're gonna skip because frankly the bear would give us 70 gold every time we got honey or whatever at best. But that's it. And it's kind of a one-off thing. It requires picking a rare every single time, and then the bear's just taking up a slot for the rest of the game. So we're gonna skip it. I really like the synergies with cats later on. There's some really good rare picks with cats if we get the lucky cat. This is also really powerful. Again, this is greed. So the greedy play is to get the pizza of the cat and possibly go into cats later. Is that ever going to make more than this? Is it ever going to make more than this? Because I don't want to have to take. I already have a chest. I don't want to have to take keys. This might be too greedy. That might have been a little too greedy. We'll find out. Definitely an item capsule. I think we're hitting the end of our greed. I don't think we can go much farther. So we gotta, let's get more candy to feed to the toddler. He is definitely giving us quite a boost. And there's a crab to feed. And see, this is a situation where we would have had to pick a bear because we picked a honey, right? And it would have felt kind of uncomfortable because now we could pick a crab and just give this guy an extra gold every turn for the rest of the game, which feels wonderful. Oh, good, he ate the pinata. Yeah, and this toddler is going to carry us through and allow and sort of enable our greed. And I will take a key because we can, but again, we don't have to. We could have picked a number symbol there because this toddler is carrying us for now. There, like the B. we've only got one flower. I wanted to make the flower synergy work, but the seed hatched into a cherry, and so it's just not working. I think we're getting towards late enough in the game where we're just not going to see as many flowers because they're common, and we're going to start seeing an uncommon like every single draw. Which makes it really hard to get enough flowers to make that work, because you need 3 or 4 flowers to make that make sense. If the bee gave 2 gold, I think I would get it. That would be enough to push it over right now, because then it would at least give me 2 gold. But basically this gives the value of a common on average. Like on average it's going to give you like what an owl gives you. Every 3 spins it'll double that 1 flower. And that's just not, that doesn't feel good. That feels like a desperate play for when you're about to lose, not a play that you do in your head like we are. Golem? Anyone interact with a golem? I mean, we'll break it all, but unless it turns into a pearl, it's not gonna do anything for our diver. So I guess we'll get a buffing capsule because we can. Oh, and it went off here on the diver, so it gave a nice bonus. So we definitely made this rent. We're not as good as we were, so we have to be a little. Oh, there we go. There's a lucky cat. This is kind of what we were playing towards. So now we can pick cats pretty confidently. And it'll sort of catapult us into the late game. So pretty much any cat we see we can pick. I don't have to pick a lockbox, but it lets us pick a key, and it lets us do a symbol pick. We like to use our symbol picks, so this will enable a symbol pick for a key. Hey, like this. See, this is nice. This is nice. All right, so we're starting to need to make value again. So we're definitely hitting this rent. I don't think that's a problem. We might even hit next rent. It may also not be a problem. But I think after that we're slowing down, so we need to start getting more synergy. This mouse will eat our cheese and replace it, so the net gain is no symbols lost or gained. And also we make money, so we might as well do it. Another safe. I don't want to lock myself into keys, get it? But I will get the safe because it is 30 gold. And it'll make 1 gold or 2 gold. Is it 1 gold or 2 gold? It only makes 1 gold a round, so it's not very pretty. Oh, there's a pearl, we'll take that. And again, the greedy play is to pick the pearl, because 3 chemical 7s is 77 gold. That's an insane amount of value, right? To get 3 chemical 7s. However, if you start getting chemical 7s, it becomes harder to pick things like pearls. So in the time it takes to get 3 chemical 7s, we might pass on 3 different pearls. We might also pass on something else that could be good value. So if we're having trouble hitting rent, you have to take a chemical 7. If we're presuming we'll have trouble 2 rents from now, you have to take chemical 7. But I don't think we're there, so we can go for the pearl. The pearl is better in rare situations, not even that rare. So if we start getting arrows and multipliers on our diver, every pearl is counting for like 4 pearls. So it could very easily become where the 3 pearls that I missed to get chemical 7 are 3 pearls that would be multiplied by 4 with like a golden arrow or something like that. And suddenly you're not so sure that this chemical 7 was good. And then 30 spins later, maybe it would have been better to get the pearl. So at this point, we're ahead of the rent, so we can make the greedy play. We can get the pearl. And this 1 extra gold might not do much for the next few spins, but in the very long run, it might push us over the edge and help us actually win. Again, we could take this. Again, we're able to play greedy right now, I think, so we can skip that. Even though this would be a lot of money in the short term, we have empty symbols, right? We have 12 empty symbols. We could be filling it up with this ore and make like 300 gold. However, the late game sort of benchmark for whether you should take something is 4 gold. If you want to win the very late game, you want to have your spots making like 3 to 4 gold each. And this doesn't do that. If you fill your board with ore, you can still lose. If you get a bunch of 3 and 4s, like diamonds, sure, you're going to win. But if you don't have synergies and you just get a whole bunch of ore, you can lose the game. You can end the game with every spot full of ore and gems and just fucking lose, just freaking lose. So lemon is going to save us right now. So lemon is the kind of thing that really enables greed. Now all these spots that we're making nothing are basically commons. Look at this. So our greed is heavily enabled. We really don't have to pick things unless we just want them. There's my chance to go after flowers again. At this point, we don't have a synergy that takes up space. The suits will take up space if we get enough of them, but we don't have a single synergy that takes up space right now. We don't have crabs, we don't have cultists, we don't have ninjas and mice. I mean, we don't have like tons of like arrows, anything. We don't have a lot of synergies that take up space. Flowers take up a ton of space. Flower synergies take up pretty much all 12 remaining slots. So at this point we have to decide if we want to try to enable flower synergy or if we just want to cash in for that cheese real quick. Gosh, I wish I could. I really would like to make flower synergy work. Okay, we have 7 spins. Let's see what we're doing on rent. So we need 225. So that's roughly 30 gold a round. So this is giving like 10. So we need like 20 out of the rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, we're not feeling great. We're not feeling great right now. We have one rain that's going to double flowers, and that's it. I think we're going to take cheese. I think... Oh, I forgot to count the empty spaces. Okay, yeah, never mind. We were... Oh, okay, Joker. Okay, that's feeling good. Alright, I think we're going to go for suits. They're so powerful when they get going. And... if I had taken those last 2 flowers, I could take rain, and we could be going the direction of rain. But it didn't quite make sense. Yeah, and as we get another spades, it becomes clear that... So the trick with suits is, for these other, there's a taller, oh, we already have taller. So for all these other things, so let's say I'm trying to make flowers work. I need a specific common, 1 common out of the like 60 commons there are. I don't know how many commons, there's probably way less than that, but it's 1 out of 60. So if you're going for suits though, there's 4 different uncommons that give you exactly what you want, which is another suit. And then there's a bunch of rares. So once you get into the mid and late game, once you, like, you're much more likely to be able to go into suits if you have the empty space. If you get to the mid-late game and you don't have the empty space, the suits are not going to cluster enough and you're going to lose. However, because we saved this space through greed, now we can let the suits take off. So yeah, we can skip all these. So I think we're feeling pretty good now. Between the lemon making all these empty spaces worth a common, I will take an oyster. Well, let's get that diver going. Oh, he ate it already, but that's okay. We can take a pearl. Ooh, pearl or item capsule. I think in this case, there are items that make us better. I think there might be items that make hearts worth more. I think there are items that makes mouse with ninjas. This is a tough one. 1 gold a turn is better than nothing and it multiplies, but I want an item capsule, craft exploration. This is 1 gold a turn. So it would have been better to get the pearl versus that. It might, I know it seems strange, but it might have just been better to get the pearl. Okay, Miss Fruit is going to pop our cherries. We have 2 cherries. 4 cherries, since each cherry is 2 cherries. Is this a cherry? What is a cherry to you guys? So, is this a cherry or is this 2 cherries? I feel like it's 2 cherries. Is this just me? That's 2 cherries, right? 1 cherry would be a single stalk. Even though these stalks are connected, does that make them a single cherry because they're like connected? I don't think so. It's like grapes, right? So, yeah, I don't think so. It's like grapes. Yeah, I think that's incorrect. None of these are important. Rabbit fluff is kind of cool. We don't have any rabbits. I guess if we were desperate, we can pop a barrel dwarfs at the end of the game. I don't know. I can't imagine the world where we pop this, but who knows? Who knows? Maybe the barrel of dwarfs will save us in some distant future, in some alternate. How's our money looking right now, actually? Are we doing okay? 6 spins to get 200 gold? 250 gold. Are we gonna make it? I think we're gonna make it, but oh, there's another cat. So there is that really fun. Oh, we got the lucky cat, didn't we? Yeah, this is what we wanted. We've been building to this future. This is the future we built for. This is the future we built for. So this is gonna give us better rares. Let's get an oyster and keep pumping our diver. Yeah, she's eating those fruits and making space. He's eating the oyster, making space, making money. They're converting. So the beautiful thing about these characters is they condense common picks. This character and the diver, they condense common picks into permanent value. So they make it so that common picks no longer take empty slots, which basically removes the downside of picking commons as they take an empty spot, which is very nice. Okay, I think these are going to carry us through this a little bit here, especially with the cheese buffing them. The goldfish, and again, that bronze era would be a lot of value potentially, but it does take an empty spot. And we're kind of trying to push this up. A safe, because why not? We have a safe. I just don't like filling empty spots, but I guess these are going to destroy themselves. Again, they temporarily take up a spot, but over time they don't. Yeah, we're making our rent, but we're not skyrocketing ahead. Ooh, beautiful. Beautiful. I don't think it matters which one we get. Oh, heart, actually. It does matter. It absolutely matters. Because we got this rusty gear a long time ago. It absolutely matters. We absolutely want a heart. A lockpick, yes. So this is going to do the same thing I said. So the downside of these devices is they take up a spot and eventually screw up your board. But now that I have a lockpick, they're just free money. So I can turn these picks into money without having it cost me anything. Oh yeah, that felt good. Another missed fruit is completely... Ooh, a cat. This is the future we built for. So I think the third cat's all we want. I think now we can just pick the really awesome rares and uncommons that we want to win the game with. And we hope to see some of them soon, so we don't want to fall too far behind in money. There's a heart. Oh my gosh, perfect. There's a lot of potential now. If these hearts line up next to each other and there's a joker next to them, there's a big multiplier going on. We'll take the lucky capsule to give us that joker or card shark that we want. Actually, it would be a joker. We might get another joker out of this. Or another heart, or another beehive. No thanks. No, we passed the flowers up. They've come and gone. We could get like a chest from it. Ooh, a diamond. Yeah, we like that. Yeah, these cats are really helping us get what we want. We can get a ninja, but I think we're getting a crab because we want to feed it. So this lucky cat is doing so much work for us right now. We're getting like 1.3 times 3 times. Does that make sense? 1.3 times and repeatedly, and 3 times in cereal. Whatever, you guys get it, right? And see, rabbit fluff. This is one of those slots that only gets you 2 gold, so it's not enough to carry you. But this boost is so powerful that people often want to get it. However, if you get this rare cat thing, every cat is worth that, and cats synergize. Rabbit fluff doesn't synergize with anything. Nothing synergizes with rabbit fluff, but there are things that synergize with cats, like this pizza the cat, lucky cat. There's another thing that interacts with cats, witches interact with cats, and that little bit of extra synergy can make them just a lot better. So look, this heart's gonna do something interesting. 12 gold and 15 on the diver. Yes, we definitely had our rant. There's another joker that feels good, and none of these are particularly important. This is helpful though. 5 gold, and we're going to get that more often because we have 4 hearts now, I think. Yeah, 4 hearts. Ooh, these jokers can buff the same heart and do some mad work. Oh boy, another heart. Beautiful. So these jokers, 3 times, they can bounce on a heart. So this is the magic we want. We want 3 hearts next to each other with a joker, with both jokers adjacent to at least one of them. There's a lot of money to be made there. We're going to start seeing some big numbers off these hearts. It's just a matter of the board being laid out properly. We'll get an oyster because we like... Oh, this is almost it. This is still going to be a big number. 27. Yeah, that feels good. We'll get the safe because they pop for free in a few spins. Ooh, this heart's pretty big. 12, 15 there, 16 on the diver. That diver is doing work. We're not talking about the diver, but he's doing work. I think at this point we only have 3 empty symbols, and we don't want to have this mouse eat the cheese. I don't think we do. I think we just get a buffing capsule. What is happening here? 2036. Wow, that feels nice. So again, we've passed the flower chain. We're not getting them. I think at this point, we don't want to waste symbols on safes and stuff while they pop. 30 gold just isn't worth it anymore. We want to aim bigger. We're playing the greedy play. We're trying to get large value. 30 gold is no longer the value we want. Don't want any of those. This heart's gonna be worth something. 30. Yeah, that's good. Again, the lockbox feels like a free pick. But I've noticed that the number of empty slots you have kind of scales. When you start the game, you have 5 symbols and 20 empty slots, but as you get more symbols, the empty slots kind of scale with you. I don't know what the break point is, But just because you have empty slots doesn't mean that you want to fill it with things like lock boxes, because it does actually add more empty symbols to your slot machine as you go. Okay, this is the money we wanted. This is the money we wanted. What's this number gonna be? 72. 72. All right, we feel good about that. All right, so we got happy hour, so we'll never use that. Not even once. Not even once. Robin Hood is the kind of thing that we would take if we were even a little bit worried about making the next rent, but we aren't. This is 16 gold a turn or something like that. Very powerful. 13 gold a turn, very powerful. Like potent. It scales well with arrows. It scales well with wanted, with tax fraud or whatever that thing's called, but we don't care about it. This is the kind of thing. See, if we got Robin Hood, we would get this next, and we'd be kind of locked into this, and it helps. It makes it worth like, it makes it worth 17 gold, which is a lot. 17 gold returns a lot. But we don't have to do that. We can aim even higher. So we can get double item capsules, double lucky capsules, you know, double buffing capsules. So this is a good example of being rich getting you richer. Because we're rich, we can push for this, which isn't going to make us money in the short term. But we don't need money in the short term, so we can aim rich. Again, bronze arrow, this is the kind of thing that makes us money in the short term. But in the long term, it takes up a slot and it points in a random direction too often and fails. So yes, this might make on average 4 gold, but at this point, we don't have to only pick things that make 4 gold. We can look bigger, we can aim higher. We can make ourselves immune to bad luck. That's basically what I'm getting at. So if I was to pick things that are on average going to be 4 gold, there's still the chance that I have really bad luck and my symbols don't lay out properly. See, this is what we can take now. Because we didn't take that other one, we're opening ourselves up to get golden arrows. The average value on these is like 12 gold. So I would have to get insanely unlucky for that to not pan out. So basically, by being greedy, we're padding our chances of success such that bad luck does not cost us anything. It would take an extreme amount of bad luck. We're basically padding ourselves so that it takes more than just bad luck for us to lose. Yeah, so beautiful. Yeah, feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good. More diamonds. This is the kind of board we want. These cats are just getting us more rares. I don't think we want any more, but we're very happy about the ones we have. If that had pointed down, that would have been crazy big numbers. I mean, it's already crazy big numbers. Oh, I probably didn't need to get that for the diver, but I did. Because frankly, at this point, the 1 extra gold a turn isn't hitting as hard as it would be. We'll take the lucky capsule to get a couple of rares. Maybe what would we want even? What kind of rares do we want even? Oh, we want silver arrows. Yeah, we would take silver arrows. Oh, 3 rares, we don't want any of them. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Black suits. That's nice. Okay, so he did get to eat it. So this diver helped us through the mid game. He's the reason we were able to be greedy and pick all of these things that led to a win by suits. You could get lucky with suits at the beginning, but it's not super likely. So if you're greedy, a ninja's fun, but we absolutely don't need it at this point. Ooh. It's gonna be worth a lot. 16. There's another heart. There's an item capsule. Ironically, at this point, we kind of want to fill our last rare spot. Our last spot. Oh, a heart though? Oh, a heart though. Hearts are. Oh, it's not a black suit. But it does mean we're gonna get rusty gear a lot more often. But 2 common items? What would we get? Nothing that good, I don't think. 2 common items though. What are we missing that's a good common item? Are these common? No. We're not missing any good common items. Let's get another heart. Good board. Good board. 36. We skip this. Ooh. This has got a decent amount of value here. Oh, it's not adjacent to the others, but it's still going to be a big number. So 54. If it was adjacent to another heart, that would be the sort of magic moment we were talking about. 3 cats, so this will probably be a very rare. We might get a card shark here. Nope, just got item caps on a spade. Ooh, spade. Oh, this heart. This heart, if this had the gold arrow, it's still going to be quite impressive. This heart right here, 90 gold. Imagine if that, ooh, another heart. Yeah, we'll take it. Oh, this is like so many hearts. It's adorable. So many hearts. I wish we had the other one of that. Yeah, we don't need that. Yeah, this one's nice. And we'll take finally a club to round us out. And we have 27 symbols, just 2 over the max. We've got 2 jokers and a very well put together slot machine with quite a good cast of supporting relics. I love the Lucky Cat. I think it's my favorite common relic. It's just adorable, and it's also really fun for getting rares. And then I support it with the Pizza the Cat. And the Rusty Gear is really, it's probably the runner-up. It's probably my second favorite relic. This has so much potential. It's just this hidden 2x multiplier that nobody pays attention to. But when you take something that and you multiply it by 2, that's already being multiplied by 2 or 3, it adds up really, really fast. Like this heart here is going to be pretty impressive. And it doesn't even have a joker next to it. 14 gold. Doesn't even have a joker next to it. So, good game. I'm going to do an endless mode that's one of these days, so I had a request for that, and I think that's a good idea. I haven't actually touched it yet, but I am going to do one of these at some point.